We are a farmer-led organisation that was set up back in 2009 to really try and provide practical tools and resources for farmers around reducing greenhouse gas emissions, improving energy resilience, improving business resilience, with a particular focus on soil health. So we help farmers be able to measure what's happening in terms of where their greenhouse gas emissions are coming from and what they're doing in terms of holding carbon on the farm, but also help them understand what does that mean and actually what can they do about that in terms of developing practical solutions that work for them, both in terms of addressing climate change, but also helping them build resilient businesses for the future. So my talk today is going to be talking about how we can measure the impact of what's happening on farm, both in terms of emissions and sequestration, and how that can help understand and provide information about what farmers are doing in terms of the positive steps that are happening around managing soils on the farm. We know that soils are an incredibly good store of carbon, but actually how can we develop the measuring tools to be able to accurately reflect what's happening on a farm and then be able to feed that information up into policy, supply chain requirements, and actually helping provide a positive narrative for our farmers. Because we're dealing with biological systems, the accuracy of these calculators is never going to be to 3 decimal places. But what we're looking at is we're looking at direction of travel. So actually, are your numbers going up or are your numbers going down? And being able to report the positive things that are happening allows us to start to change the narrative. So absolutely, it's very, very challenging to be able to accurately understand, with the massive variation that we've got in farming systems, climatic conditions and soil types, absolutely what's happening to an absolute level. But whether we need to get to that absolute level or not is questionable. What we need to be able to do is have tools that are robust enough to be able to accurately reflect what's happening on the farm, but also be user-friendly and practical and provide that evidence that gives farmers an understanding of what they can actually do with the results.